Hey everyone, I wanted to go ahead and take a look at more trade setups. I think the market will turn, so I'm going to identify stocks that are most likely going to rally with the market. But I wanted to go ahead and take a look at one of the setups from yesterday, which was Shack. And I mentioned yesterday to buy at the top of this high, and if you were able to get into that, you would have had a nice 11% gain. So that's a setup that paid off immediately. Hope you guys were able to get into that. So the next one I want to talk about is everyone's favorite, which is Apple. Apple had been in this downtrend line, and it broke out of this downtrend line here. And so I'm going to go ahead and change this chart so that it would look more like my favorite setup, which is the chopsticks pattern. And what you see here is Apple's downtrend line. You got the 10-day moving average that it followed down, and we had a crossover, a gap up of both the downtrend line and the 10-day line, and the established a high. If you're not familiar with the chopsticks pattern, you go ahead and watch the on deck video. I'll provide a link here in the video, and you can watch that particular setup, and I explain the chopstick pattern in detail. But this would be the high, and we would want to watch for a breakout of this high. This high here is at 129. However, I think it would be safe to buy this particular bounce off of the 10-day. So what you can do to buy the bounce off of this 10-day is to set a buy stop at 127.29. This would give you an earlier entry. Your stops would be in this area at 121.47, and let's see, if we measure out to earnings, it's about 10 days to earnings, or 13 days into earnings. So if it's going to rally, it's going to rally within the next couple of days, and we get into here. I think perhaps early this week, later this week, or early next week, we might get a break of this high. So definitely something to watch. This here is OVAS daily chart. I became aware of this stock when a lot of people were asking me whether they should sell this due to its rapid drop in price here. And when I looked at the chart carefully, I noticed that we had a stochastics divergence or ultra bearish signal, and that usually leads to a significant price drop. And it happened again here. We had a 50% drop in the price. But looking at the chart right now, it does look like it is improving, and there may be an opportunity to trade this onto the long side. Here we have the stochastics in the very oversold territory, and we had a downtrend line with a break above the downtrend line. This is the first step of the chopsticks pattern. The first step is the development of the downtrend line. Second step is to break above the downtrend line and then establish a high. It looks like this could be a high resistance here, so we can go ahead and put a buy stop at this point, which is at around 33.02, so around 33.05. Price breaks above here, it can start heading higher. One thing I don't like about this pattern or this particular setup is that this drop didn't drop in an orderly fashion along the 10-day line here. So we have the breakout of the downtrend line not coinciding with the the move above the 10-day line. So usually, ideally, in the chopsticks pattern, both would happen at the same time. This is definitely a falling knife type stock where it's dropped already 50%. It could probably rally back halfway and then continue dropping lower. So definitely proceed with caution. Definitely use a buy stop here. If it's going to continue lower, it won't break this resistance and it will continue down. So and keep your stops tight on this one. I mean, if it's going to continue dropping, it's good to get out of the trade. here the risk is about 15%, 16%. So that's a pretty high risk. So manage your position size accordingly. You got a couple low volume bars here, indecision candles. If we go ahead and move above these bodies, most likely we'll get a breakout here. Hey everyone, this is QRVO's daily stock chart. The ticker is QRVO, and I'm taking a look at here and I'm spotting a possible chopsticks pattern in the works here. We have a downtrend line here and it's pulling back along the 10-day line pretty nicely here. Got a little bit of elevated volume on the selling volume here in oversold territory, so looking for some sort of capitulation in this area. In terms of support, it's a little bit too early to see too much support areas here. Nothing that strikes out as a definite area where this could bounce. This stock has moved up pretty nicely, 35%, and now has retraced about 20%, and so that's a perfect zone for a chopsticks pattern to develop, a pullback from the highs of 20 to 25%, and the volume might be a sign of capitulation. So I've drawn the downtrend line here, so we're gonna watch to see if it goes sideways and break above this line here, and when it does, it would be a good early entry for an aggressive trader. You know, you can estimate that this could probably be a buy stop area once it creates a high and then pulls back. This might be the area at 75.81 where it might hit some resistance and pull back before heading up higher. A little bit too early to say, so just watch this stock. Don't get in yet. It's still below the downtrend line, so wait for it to break above the downtrend line. So that's a few stocks. So that's a couple. So that's it for this video. I'll keep on looking for other setups and post up additional videos. If you liked this video, you found it informative, please go ahead and click on the like button, or if you'd like to subscribe to my So that's it for this particular video. I'll post additional videos with trade setups, so that's it for this particular video. Hope you found this educational or informative. If you have, please click on the like button below. And if you'd like to subscribe to my channel, there's also a subscribe button below the video. It'll let you know when new videos come out. So thank you for watching.